Hey everybody, it's Bruce again, and today I wanted to talk to you about um, motivation, or my motivation for some additional motivation for doing digital altitude. Um, I'm a Patriots fan, and one of the things that I think you guys should check out was there was a video called the Brady Six, which is a documentary about Tom Brady. And the first thing you notice is that when they're interviewing the coaches, um, they asked, what makes Tom Brady Tom Brady? And one of the coaches said that you kind of pay attention to the intangibles, which is, I guess, a word for they must have something, I guess, unique about them that kind of separates them from, other quarterbacks. But that kind of evaluation, the evaluation that he made was, um, I guess, in a sense, to the way Tom Brady is playing now. But what's motivating about it is that when you went to the combine and you see Tom Brady, he has I guess, a Hanes shirt on. He has, some khakis, some khaki shorts. Um, and in the interview, you'll have a list as he's being interviewed of, I guess, his times and his totals for like the combine. But the whole moral of the story is no one really gave him much of a chance because let's face it, we live in a country where people pay attention to your appearance. It's what you look like. And if you go back, one of the things that stood out to me is like when you're looking for the intangibles, you're looking for um, what drives them. These are things, desire, motivation. These are things that you cannot see. So Tom Brady gets drafted, I believe, like 199 in the draft. And during the film, you have six guys who are drafted ahead of him, all much better athletes. And I think the first round draft pick had ended up going to San Francisco. I know in college he took his team to the championships, but kind of like a super athlete in a sense. And um, they played each other in the preseason, and one of the things that the San Francisco coach said was that the game in the NFL happens much faster than it does in college, and it pretty much is predicated on that player's ability to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And so Brady's on the Patriots team, and this other quarterback, I don't know what his name is playing for San Francisco, and the new guy takes a hit, and he's pretty much never the same after that. And when Brady goes in, even though he's behind Bledsoe, he drives the Patriots straight down the field. And give or take, I don't remember what the film said, he may have taken like a couple of sacks um, during that series. But one thing to pay attention to is um, when they asked Belichick, how'd you come to draft, Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady, he played at the University of Michigan, and I won't get into, I guess, the competition between him and like three other quarterbacks. But when Belichick was evaluating Brady, the first thing he paid attention to that I picked up was his mindset. Say Tom Brady has the that kind of mindset to where the first thing I noticed is that when Michigan was down on the scoreboard and they put Brady in, he always brought the team back consistently. He consistently brought the team back. Even when they played Alabama, I think in the Orange Bowl, they ended up winning the game, which was like Tom Brady's last game. But that was one of the things that he paid attention to when he drafted Brady. And they couldn't take three quarterbacks at a time, but it was something that he's seen in him. And again, that's just rare, in a society where when you look at somebody, again, the brain's at work. You don't know anything about this person, but in in Tom Brady's sense, it's just the driving motivation because he knows that he has to have it up here. And there are plenty of people, plenty of athletes that are far better than him. So he had to utilize his other gifts, which is breaking down defenses, which is something I believe he did when he was at the University of Michigan. So, in closing, that video was very, very motivating to me. Um, my advice is, watch it and learn from it, and hopefully that's something that I or that you can apply to your business in digital altitude. So that's all for now. Thank you. You guys have a good day. Bye bye.